to a new series. We're gonna play Subnautica. Hopefully this will be a successful series. Don't mind this, it's just not enough screen. And we're gonna play Freedom. Because survival is boring. I already beat this game. We got all the achievements. And that took 1 day. So let's leave on the intro.
Okay. Launch in 3, 2, 1.
Riley, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Yeah,
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the data bank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
We're not there.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
Sure.
So, if you actually wanted to have something like this realistic part in the game,
and we're near to the gasopod. We're near cow forest.
Copper is an essential component of all
Hold up,
powered
lady.
equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible. New blueprint acquired. The scanner can be used to synthesize blueprints from salvage technology and to record alien biological data. New blueprint acquired.
Oh, Lele. Perfect. Now we have a scanner. Scan stuff now. Would be good if we have like a rack. Hey.
Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy.
Challenge is simple. I'll be building my survival base at the very tippity top of the Aurora. No cheating, no cost, just titanium and sunlight. Will it be fun? Well, let's find out. As per usual, everything began interesting. Ice bomb, life pod, extinguisher, bushes, install, climb down, and go with the water in search of adventure. First things first, as always, is to gather
grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes. Further study recommended.
Actually kind of spooky, and I don't really love finding this. Then again, I guess if it has course. Regardless, back in the light body, I made myself the habitat
Stalker.
this entire challenge. And then I went exploring again. I'm just saying, this whole world first. This place is literally teeming with fish. Here, but rarely any to be found.
Need
I don't know
boxes.
what's happening. My game is like becoming flawed or something.
Here.
It was odd. I then started
Mobile
gathering
vehicle bait. That's good.
footprints. Sea lion. I walked away.
And no one's free?
Wow.
Wow.
Since we had scattered, I knew this would be a nice place to get me completely space that I don't want to find inside. I also got the footprint list.
30 seconds.
We'll be spending most of our time building this above water. But I did get this kind of a multi-purpose room. The adjacent footprints that you get with that one, which was awesome. And being up on this island just made me realize how much taller the world
Oxygen.
Gimme!
At first, I was planning to fix the camera, but frankly, I changed my mind on this later since it would be really unnecessary.
Really need high capacity.
I added a solar panel for negative power, and of course, I had just some things. There, I decided to
Bioreactor.
large blood resistance walls, and I
What
started
fragment is that? Bioreactor. Not really a big fancy bioreactor, but still good to get it. Because if I build like my base in the Lost River, I'll just probably build it in the ball though. When I build it in Grand Reef, it'll feel hard.
30 seconds. Short-range scans suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks.
Around places, it is. I didn't just have a bunch of time to kill it, so you can see how smooth and productive that is. It's just gazing into the future.
Sea glide. Where are the sea guys?
Imagining where you should be somewhere. Yeah, outside of town, I also got myself some
Those
skills.
two aren't sea
If I move on to mark the bottom,
Sea glide.
top, and then I want to the island, just to marble elements and these things are perfect for creating how much food
We need the laser cutter.
Since I was still waiting for
Or
the
the Aurora.
every single to spend the next thing I expect to slice one of the ancient flowers off the island. It didn't.
30 seconds.
A few days later, the Aurora action
No. Oh, back off.
just basically waited and immediately grabbed the radiation suit. Is this you? Yeah,
Oh, look. Box. Box. Yes. 2 out of 367%. Stalker too?
That's because when they click a single button express
Hey, we got a mobile vehicle bait.
browsing activity, there is some servers. Additionally,
Near blueprint acquired.
We got the whole mobile vehicle bait. But we don't got the sea lion.
30 seconds.
Just the other day, I was able to watch one of my favorite shows, Mr. Robot, by connecting to a server in the US. It's 24/7 customer support consistently passes speeds of market, and the option to connect to devices is no longer the rated number one.
Bring Coral.
30 seconds.
Find out that you get up to 4 extra months by scanning the QR code on screen. Click the link in the or by going to expressvpn.com/mostmaked. Thank you, ExpressVPN, for sponsoring this video. I proceeded to collect all the resources I had saved.
I'm coming back.
Down at the bottom of the road, and then I swam over there, trying to figure out what a good place to start building. Of course, I would want to have as few as possible on the base, just to save on resources. Finally, I figured out a good spot to building. We get up there relatively straight on. And so I built my first apartment. I put the hatch in the first position possible, and then I proceeded to add not one, not two, not three, but four solar panels as well as wind and look at
How
that.
much titanium do we got?
At this point, it was time to start building, and I figured putting a vertical architecture right like this
Titanium for...
just as well. As you can see, I put two of them on top, which was about all the titanium I had before using this
Bill?
bag for the supply unit. Now, when I got back, I put this rough bottom in, basically processing everything out of the inventory. This will free up as much space as possible for just
Okay.
so, yeah, I just put myself in the
Finally.
for my lockers, I was safe to grab as much titanium as I could possibly carry for 46 in this case, and off to the Aurora we went. And then, as I was
Lubricant and power cell.
it was time to start building. Now, there are several
Okay.
ways in which you can build straight up in Subnautica. Some use more resources and are more aesthetic, some use fewer resources and are
Okay,
more
silicon
efficient.
rubber,
Another way of doing it is very simple. I will place down a single light portrait, get inside of it using a hatch, deconstruct the hatch
Dark.
piece, and build it using the sea. Jump out using that hatch and position myself in wherever I can
Silicon
use
rubber.
it. Again, use resources, build two vertical connectors into the compartment, put the hatch on the piece under me again, hop in, add a ladder, climb up, and rinse and repeat. It is a bunch of steps, but it will get us there. So here, you can see that strategy come into place. I entered the base, added the ladder, climbed up the ladder, added my hatch to the ceiling, and we were building. Now, pretty much right away, I figured out that I sort of miscalculated. The collision of the Aurora extends a bit past its visible limit, and so rather than taking the whole base apart at this point,
Like,
I figured I would just
yes, sea glide.
I deconstructed the top compartment, leaving only the bottom one, and built myself a small hallway.
Detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
But the build continued, nevertheless, very slowly, reaching me up.
Ah, it's so dark.
My building continued into the day, morning rising. I realized that I was slowly running out of my first batch of titanium. Here you can also see the Aurora in the distance. We're slowly making our way up its hull, but it is not a fast process. And then I was finally out. Here you can see what one full large block of titanium can get you. It looks impressive, but the Aurora is
That's
bigger than
right.
you think, so
Yeah,
we're
man.
not quite there yet. Nonetheless, I had to swim back and get more resources. Back at the life pod, I took a new battery, since I wouldn't be using the repair tool anymore, and the habitat builder would still be getting quite a workout. I, of course, grabbed as much titanium as possible, and headed back. Back at the Aurora,
But let's
I
just keep it out
continued
one.
building in very much the same fashion. I couldn't say it is satisfying to go straight up
Silicone.
a solid rock resin. It feels like we're getting somewhere, especially with the massive rock behind you. And with the second batch of titanium being spent, as you can see, we're slowly making our way on top of the bottom part of the hull. The easiest way to get down from there is just to jump.
30 seconds.
What? Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
having exhausted my two lockers of titanium, I decided to swim around the crash sites. This is the lots of places salvage. I swam about grabbing and salvage as well as because I was starving, and then of course deconstructing it. My plentiful power in my base is what I actually needed. And with a batch of titanium, it was time to continue to build well into the night and definitely not sleep on.
Thanks God there's a beacon.
This is one of those sections where it starts to feel like you're really close, whereas we are in that spot. bit tedious, but sort of satisfying. Now, as I ran out of this batch of titanium, I figured I was at a good enough height to finally start
Lubricant is essential in construction
Now
of
I just
vehicles
need
and
a power
power
cell.
plants.
Power cell require. What do power cells require? Silicon rubber. One more silicon rubber. And a lubricant for the sea glide. And that's it. Give me the knife.
Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only
next up,
exception.
making our way closer to the top of what I assume is a range where I want
Today we're just gonna get a power cell.
not quite at the required height yet. In fact, the Aurora is doing deceptive advancements where it looks like we're closer to the top than we really are. Of course, not only is it tall, it is also quite wide, so I had to put a fair bit of building to it. I built my way all the way into this cloud of smoke here. And over there, I decided it was finally time
Detecting
to
sulfur deposits in the local cave systems.
Honestly,
Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool.
I
like actually build bases more often.
hate
This is awesome.
rush face fish.
Curious because getting height and this becomes already too narrow.
30 seconds.
Down onto the curious and also trying some interesting methods of building with this that allows you to use wood. And then after a while you can fucking see me inching closer to my target. You can see how freaking high up we are above the wall. And this is what I mean by not having this. We're still not there.
Oxygen.
It feels like that if last I was finally satisfied with the height and deconstructed hatch, maybe it was time to just build horizontally until we were right above the range. The impression resources I was working in because of the collision, so I had to build it one floor up. A little awkward, but that's okay. I connected the
30
basic pieces,
seconds.
and we were inside. Now, I went to gather a few extra resources for secondary, so here you can see it is quite the construction to do. Not something I would say is very economical in survival, but why not? I went to the mushroom forest to get a little bit view just to complete this masterpiece. And of course, I crafted this beacon just as I mentioned previously to get a gauge on how many bases. I named it the base because it is the base of the base. And here you can see the full journey of what it takes to get up into the room. So you climb up one ladder, then you climb quite a few more,
No, we already got them.
then you're going to do this back foolish infinity looping.
Yes. No.
Then you climb a bunch more ladders.
Inventory full. Wait.
And then you climb another ladder. There you are, top of the floor. Finishing touches, I place down a glass dome. And finally, with one last window, it was complete. A version of a larger observatory, a base, and the very tippity top of the Aurora building directly into here you can see the vision at the top. And then it really is something. Now, if you were to replicate this with the stone, it's gonna cost a whole bunch of resources. How much exactly? Well, the base consists of 90 ladders, 7 systems, 9 ladders, 2 hatches, 1 multi-purpose room, 1 fabricator, 4 solar panels, 1 glass room, and 7 windows. Putting it at around 400 meters in height to the top of the Aurora. Now, in terms of raw resources, this cost 431 titanium, 20 quartz, 2 stalactite, 1 gold, 1 ruby, and 1 sapphire. So if you want to recreate this, it's only about 107 metal salvage pieces to get the titanium, so you know nothing crazy. But with that, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I want to give Bumboy, Diva, in proximity. Thank you guys so much for listening. And thank you to everyone else for watching. I really enjoyed. If you did, maybe consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. Also, I would appreciate it. And with that, I will see you next video. Bye bye. Chavales, chavales, estoy flipando.
Go. We got the mobile vehicle bay.
Y más allá de correr 900 euracos. O sea, yo siempre confirmo del jugador.
W. Already? Only 31 minutes. Now we need to get the sea glide. Please, 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 please.
Happy holidays, everybody.
I hate this game. I hate this game.
30 seconds. New blueprint acquired.
Oh, you're gonna fail.
Perhaps the bronze or maybe even a silver kingdoms. I'll be trying to do it without any influence. Can I admit this works? Maybe it is mighty maybe even a silver kingdoms. I'll be trying to do it. Rather than doing it like a plus, I'm doing perhaps a bronze or maybe even a silver kingdoms. I'll be trying to do it without any influence. Can I do it? It's fine.
What do I need for a
Yeah, as you might expect, with a jump
off.
into the safe shallows, gathered some resources, and made myself able to I also made a
sea glide? Battery and copper wire.
a battery.
That's easy. Only need 3 copper.
Yes, by the way, just right into
Why am I smoking?
and with that, I prepared to begin a repair life. I moved around with an air ladder, something I absolutely love using in my playthroughs these days. And I started looking around for some scannable items, such as the laser cutter. Now I started scanning them while being playing, and then I realized that we were going to be needing it. Here you can also see a nice use of the air ladder, using way more room to stay down than the last second. I immediately crafted a high capacity O2 tank, as well as a flashlight, because I would have those light to use. And of course, the rebreather. Even though I wouldn't be having that name just yet, it would be nice to know. I made myself another high capacity
Free copper.
just to have that extra.
That's all I need. Free copper.
Then I went down to one of the bikes in the grassy teams to look for some upgrades. But disappointingly, it did not make much of what I wanted. I did, however, find some fragments of the bioreactor, which would be essential for the end game of this challenge. Then I decided to swim
30
to
seconds.
Island to look for Officer Keys to be on. Not only that, but there is also another wreck nearby, which I figured might as well use some of me. Sure enough, I was in the next to it was the ultra high capacity tank blueprint. While down here, I also looked around for some resources such as lithium. Since I was already there, I stopped by the island to eat some luncheon fruit, and of course, in a scan of the multi-purpose room. Back at base, I made myself the habitat builder, and with some resources, I started building a small base. This would be necessary for my modification station. One more hatch and one more solar panel, and a business. Honestly, all we
You know what? I should build my base on the shut up.
awesome. And with some
I should build my base on the floating island.
awesome. But might need to allow it to explore some more bricks, get some scans for the propulsion unit, and I also had wondering about the latest job.
Subnautica is only 22 minutes.
Updates. It is
Oh, yeah.
quite difficult to make
Bow,
buildings
bow, bow,
if you want it
bow,
to
bow.
land it in. Don't mind me. Iron Bridge. You can jump onto this ledge and simply it will get hurt a little bit, but if you carry a medkit, it should be no problem. Now what about the reactor room previously? It cracks. And on my way back, I stopped for a regular
The sea glide will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
I quickly made myself the thermal reactor for some extra damage, and of course the ultra high capacity tank for extra oxygen. I even made the ultra light fins just to have that extra boost of speed once again. With all of this, I did some recommending specifically the stasis room. This one would be absolutely key to my life. And then to finally use the puzzle, I had to dive down into the jelly shroom caves and get myself some with this, I had the stasis room ready. Now I also made myself a locker to store some additional resources. Since my life finally, I made myself a flushing cap. I wouldn't be using it right away, but it would come in very handy later. And now I was ready. Now, for a quick breakdown of what else, there is a
Simo!
we lost a lot of things in this Subnautica. That is 25 dragons. Now, I decided to start with the reapers because they're very plentiful. They're easier to reach than the dragons, and they have less health than the ghosts. Reapers victim specifically, I picked this reaper by the third time since I figured it is very easy to reach, and it is a
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
So I decided to go nothing.
Simo!
In the heat blade. Soon enough, I saw the reward beast back to the surface with some extra oxygen, and then it was time to fight. Reaper charged at me as always. I charged at the stasis rifle and froze it in place. With that, I was able to swim around to its side and start hacking away, refreshing the stasis rifle up with the wind. I think you're curious how long it actually takes to kill this matter. Well, Reaper has 5,000 health, and the heat blade will do 40 damage per hit. This gives you a total of 125 slices of heat blade to kill a Reaper. And so I chopped and I chopped until at last the Leviathan collapsed. And is a victory trophy. I got myself a scan beast, and with its sinking darkness, I air bladdered to the surface. Now that took a fair bit of time, so for future kills, I decided to make my fighting method a bit more efficient. And to do that, I would use gas pods. Here you can see me gathering them from my local gaso pod, and these things are freaking awesome. With a full inventory and a propulsion cannon, I was ready to set off next. The Reapers now located mostly in 3 areas on the map, that being Aurora, the mountains, and the dunes. I decided to start with the Aurora since it has the most of them, and it was the closest to my pod. It certainly felt strange swimming into this part of the map. I only tried to go to the lake, but this time there was no sea. As always, I froze the first Reaper in place, and then I started a new strategy.
Integrating new PDA data.
This deals a fair bit
Well, ultra glide
New blueprint acquired.
fins.
hacking until
Push.
this little counter for you in the top right of the screen so we can keep track of where we stand. And I continue to crash them. One by one, the Reapers moved to the same strategy. All of these are luckily located in very shallow places and easy to reach. I would usually
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Just like that, the battlefield.
Integrating new PDA data.
Though I knew there was
Local scans show a nearby cave entrance, depth 90 meters, leading to an unknown environmental biome. Caution. antimatter degradation of the aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
It certainly take a while before I let final blow in. As you can see, pretty happy about it.
30 seconds.
And just like that,
I swear.
everything around the aurora appears here. So right away, I moved into the mountains where I killed my first Reaper by the 8 gun.
We got the steam off!
New blueprint acquired.
But without much trouble, the last Reaper of the mountains fell and went into the hills. Before after Reaper, I slew here. Like I said, most of these kills were not the exact same way, and occasionally you get a funny and so it was never too much. And here, after a while, we found 20 Reaper knew its time was up. Here you can see this gas balls which he killed, they all explode, and there he goes. So here is a quick guide how to kill a Reaper. Step 1, push the creatures. Step 2, once it starts to charge the issue, shoot slightly to the side of it, and then sometimes when I shot directly at the target, the stasis rifle will just clear straight through and not stop the Reaper. When I shot it just to the side against my nose, it almost always works. And then, carefully ignore the head, because the Reaper can still bite even when it is suspended. And just walking away, and charge stasis rifle level could get me around 40 slices with a full blade.
That's 16.
Properly targeted fire.
I think I got the glass.
Just like that. Next time, you start to recharge. You can see me. Fresh batteries. Step 2, boosts. Buttons, accessible easily. And I chose the start of the ones that put island in the ground. And these are the key. Here you can see the first one just phasing right, followed by stasis rifle shots. Then I managed to trap it, and I was literally unable to figure out where to shoot the stasis rifle to consistently stop it. Even worse, you can see me trying to use gas which would just keep moving because that actually stayed to whatever's happening in it should it's like seriously and I fired even the system. They say first goes to my right. They ran away from me since I was not able to resist the stun, and it took me a whole lot of time it was similarly with the one on the other side of the island. That was figuring out how to actually shoot the stasis rifle, and the beast was the stuff. I go to this back where I was shoot the bay and then swing back to the side. Apply some damage.
30 seconds.
So, as goes, everything is down to the on the beach. It's a way more slashing to the so this one is the silver cross is the one on the other side. And so therefore, the surface of the map was towards the lead. Of course, we are not down. As you can see, the quick checklist says get the I will need places to manage oxygen. That would need small bases. I also need some additional air bladers, not necessarily for surfacing, but to use to replenish some air while I'm out and to develop. And then it was the they swam out eating some gel sacks along the way. I carefully navigated around the next line. 20-foot place I had previously
30 seconds.
I wanted to build a base that is balanced so bright. This would mean that one base I to reach really. I went right to the sea dragon skeleton and built myself a multi-purpose room, a hatch, a single reinforcement, and a bioreactor. And the way is this. surviving with our venture extension. It fell without much thought.
30 seconds.
The Ghost Leviathan in the forest went about the same way, so it was actually even easier since it got stuck on something. The last one never showed up. This one is a part of the river I heard is
Oh my.
It was actually the first one where I had to replenish oxygen. Finally, after many trips, it actually fell dead. It's ripped up all of my items except the 3 dragons. Here's a quick 101 on how to kill those leviathans. Step 1. Approach the creature. Step 2. When it charges at you, shoot the stasis rifle just enough or you think. This will give you more success. To the side of its head, it starts slashing. When it's time to replay the bubble, aim for its head. This gives you like a 95% success rate on the stasis rifle while actually sticking, not just facing right through. And then slashing.
Lightweight secondary systems online. Run a full environment diagnostic and outputting results for database.
I thought I would with a new batch of resources. I made my way right back down in my base there. After stopping by to replenish oxygen, I set off. Without much trouble, I got into the corridor that leads you right through the lava castle, and after emerging into the open space, I swam into another place that had been done previously. By the entrance into the admin lobby, I popped down a multi-purpose room. The hatch, a fire reactor, and there it was. I had some oxygen, and then it was finally time to battle the dragons. I approached the first beast, shot my stasis raptor at it. It was kind of creepy how it kept looking at me. I approached the back of it, and started hitting the blade. Now, this went on for a while. After some time, I grew a little suspicious. The sea dragons only have 5,000 health, same as the beavers. At this point, I've been hacking for suspicious thing all the time. It was only then that it dawned on me. I'm hacking it with a heat blade. This is a sea dragon, a literal fire-breathing creature. And sure enough, the wiki confirms it. A heat blade does no damage to the sea dragons. Excellent. So I quickly apologized for that small disruption. Went back into my base, swam all the way back up to the surface, built myself the regular survival so I could breathe back down into the lava zone. Yeah, this was a fun portion of this video, and then it was time to fight the dragon again. But I made a mistake. For whatever reason, the dragon slipped out of my stasis rifle. It started swimming through the bottom of the map, and it never came back. In desperation, I went over to the other side of the water castle and killed the other sea dragon. So it was not too difficult. Of course, I got the scan as well. But yeah, the initial sea dragon was just completely gone. Here you can see me doing internal laps around the lava castle looking for it. It wasn't there. So instead, I decided to swim down to the lava
30
zone
seconds.
and face the final dragon that was actually still in. Here you can see me slashing this creature to death.
30 seconds.
Sit down. I looked for the last dragon here. You can see
Yes.
around to see if I can catch it outside the map.
We got dun 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 dun. Oh yeah, we got. You know what? We got the sea moss. We got the sea moss. Bum, 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 bum.
It is actually probably the simplest way to kill.
We got the sea moss. We got the sea moss.
Make sure you watch out.
We got the sea moss.
30 seconds.
Master Boy, Silver Soap, Chronos, Sandroid, and Making Ice is super useful. That, now that we should all be moved, let's start in 2026, and I'll see you in one minute. Next time. Bye bye.
Finger-based wiring are an essential component of many hydrovac modules.
We got the scene, and we also got the high capacity tank.
I built a gold factory in Minecraft that generates over 300 gold blocks an hour and is built with a bunch of cool gadgets like gold conveyor belts, gold columns, and even a gold bank with a secret redstone that is full of gold. And I'm slowly running out of space. I decided to build a gold factory over here on top of this hill because my plan is to redesign this factory so it sort of looks like a bank that is full of gold, and the gold factory will go right there in the middle somewhere. You might be wondering, how am I supposed to make a gold factory in the middle? Well, I have an awesome plan. So we all build a gold farm.
I swear I don't. Titanium of my
The first step to fix this problem is to take one components into the nether. So we use a random website also to confirm my coordinates. Now that we have the coordinates, we just gotta fly over there, which is gonna be very painful. I'm just kidding, it's only like 300 blocks away. So let's head on top of the nether dimension and this thing in the man is totally not a farm, it's a raw flesh farm because I love eating raw flesh. Yeah, this sticky thing just isn't good enough. We gotta make it by and turn it into a factory, and this is exactly where I need to build this gold farm to make this gold factory work. It is to go very so now that we have done this exactly to build this gold
200 meters away from base.
to collect a whole bunch of resources, like a whole bunch of obsidian, which I luckily have a lot of, on a trapdoor. That is exactly why I'm going to 15 stacks of and 17 turtle eggs. Yeah, that's gonna be working overtime. And there's a few more smaller items that I need to collect. There's one last block I need to collect, and I need to collect a lot of it. That is magma blocks. Yeah, I need 14,000.
High capacity tanks. Oh yeah.
It would take me 23 years to collect all of that, and by that time I might have kids going to college already, so yeah, I'm not worried at all. Some ancient creation, so the surface.
Thomas the Bell.
This is Officer Keane in Light Pod 19. The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission origin coordinates downloaded. Signal location uploaded to PDA. Warning. Local radiation readings suggest the aurora's drag force has reached critical state. Quantum
Not even
detonation
1
will
hour
occur
in,
within 2 hours.
and we got our
The CMOS is a fast, safe mode of transport, but remember that swimming is good for your glutes and endorphin levels. Congratulations, survivor. You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity. Be sure to vary your routine for uniform muscle.
I'm gonna get some water, but let's go.
Uite, mai am aici 4 chipurile, ăsta e 4. Și mai am pe holul, dar nu vezi tu aici. Pe holul ăla. Da, alea sunt 2 noptiere, aici e 4. Și mai am pe holul asta și am mai făcut eu o pungă în care am pus, mi-am luat suportul ăla care vă spuneam noi de televizor. Să punem așa, care e și la greuț. I-am luat lui Robi niște creme, nu știu dacă le știi, cu uree de la Instituto Spaniol, sunt, îți plac ei. Sunt bune, mi-am luat și eu, zice că merg și de corp și de tălpie, mi-am luat și eu una, am luat și mami una. Cred că am pus eu odată lui mami și mami a dat-o ei, că ea e cu ureea să le dea și nu știam de unde l-am luat. Și eu când am ajuns în mall, m-am dus și am întrebat și într-adevăr de acolo erau. I-am luat, mami a vrut niște toni, am pus ton, poate mă duc la Mercadona să-i iau lui tati salam, că știu că lui tace să merge dimineața salamul, da? Și, da, azi cred că au fost să ia... Da, peste 2 săptămâni. Sâmbătă. Am vorbit cu Robi duminică, noi ajungem de sâmbătă pe la 3 fără ceva aterizăm în teorie și o să fim obosiți că e ziua. Și poate vin și duminică sau ea, dacă ei alții nu vor fetele, că încă sunt supărate pe mine. Ramona nu mai vorbește cu mine. De la nu îi trece, nu, e tata susține, nu îi trece. Și să-i facem și noi ziua lui tati, că n-a, face și el 75, rotund. Da. Și săptămâna am înțeles că mi-ai făcut cadou niște vase.
Da, ia ce-mi tu, că mami nu s-a...
V-au fost, dragă, azi la Ikea.
Și le-a luat?
Cred că da.
Oh yeah! I'm just gonna wait for the aurora to start.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Fiber mesh? You get 5 fiber mesh. Yeah.
Just a reminder, this is the first gold farm in the series. This is the brand new gold factory. It seems like the gold farm is working very well. I can't even imagine how much gold this is producing. Now for the next step, I need to grab some carpets, place them over this obsidian, also some glass over the magma blocks. That will be spaced out by 2 blocks. There we go. Now let's start building the AFK area, which will be all the way up here. Let's destroy that, and the gold farm in the nether is basically all done. The very last thing I need to do is take a flint steel and actually light up all of these portals. Now if I take those
Silver.
coordinates and times it by 8, it should take me right over here somewhere. And it should be this exact block right there, which is a little further down than I wanted it. I wanted it over here somewhere, but at least it's in the right area.
I didn't
Right
take
here
my
is where the
sleeve
portal
off.
will be built and where all the pigments will be flooding out of and dying. I want it to be pretty visible when you're in the factory, so I think I'm gonna build it like right here. And bam, pigment's gonna rush out of this. Oh god, oh god. Probably not because I'm not there. I got a little right there. Now right underneath the portal, let's build a 9x6 area, kind of like this. And this glass box will contain all of the pigments that will be FBI busting through the door out of here. And for pigments to die, they need to fall 23 blocks. And it would be pretty boring if they just fell straight down into the ground. And this is a factory video, so it needs to be super cool. Like a crouch while flying. So let's redesign this killing system for the pigments and make it super cool. All the pigments will fall from this portal down into this box right here. And right underneath the portal, we're gonna use some water to split all the pigments up into 2 different areas. So let's start digging a big hole in the ground where all the pigments will move. And let's fancy up the wall.
Okay, guys.
Because the leading up to their
Hopefully you're liking the video. I'm sorry that it's gonna go
I'm so stupid. I just realized I was placing lily pads to break more lily pads. The endless cycle. I can't believe I just realized that. Like, one lily pad I break, another one is placed. It's cool not having a brain. Finally, the swamp is cleared out, and right in the middle over here will be the automatic slime farm. Before we start building, I'm gonna need a lot of more. One lily pad I break. Oh, I'm so stupid. I just realized I was placing lily pads to break more lily pads. It's an endless cycle. I can't believe I just realized that. Like, one lily pad I break, another one is placed. It's cool not having a brain. Finally, the swamp is cleared out, and right in the middle over here, automatic slime farm. Before we start building, I'm gonna need a lot more resources because I don't have enough. And I'm thinking about using some blackstone and some quartz. So, yeah, let's just, let's do our thing. Okay. That was a little close. Okay, let's just mine up the blackstone from the surface and not deal with those guys. Now let's grab some quartz. Got most of the things I need. The final thing I need are these brown mushrooms, and I need like 7 stacks of these, and it's kind of hard to get these. It doesn't drop very much from I've ever seen it. Good job, Cookie. Thank you. Alright, let's start building this slime farm. Well, let's slap a chest down right here. And the very first thing I'm going to be working on is the collection system. So let's do something like this. And you put a lever right here.
Perfect. Now the setup is complete. I gotta turn off if this one runs out of batteries.
Here will be the collection system with a hopper minecart. So let's put a bunch of
I also got my water, my popcorn,
there we go.
my keyboard stuff.
Lastly, a block right here, so it sends the minecart back. And wow, we already have slimes over there. Okay, that's awesome. Next step is to sleep on top of the rails. This is a very important step. Now let's power up all these rails with some redstone blocks. And now let's give it a little push and test it out. Now let's grab my magma blocks and make a 5x5 area right in the middle. And this will be where the slimes will just by burning. And in the middle, let's put a regular like that. And in order to get the slimes into the middle here, they are attracted to our slimes. They want to attack it. Let's make it
Chill.
right
Chill.
here. And let's put a right up here. Where's my pumpkin? Bam. Bite. I missed bam. And now let's start adding some blocks to make the platform part of this.
Fire reactor.
Now we need to line the edges with some stairs, which I don't have. So let's put this over here. Just steal it.
Got it.
New blueprint acquired.
Make some stairs. Let's start building up the walls. Now just a layer of blocks above it. I really hope this slime farm works because everybody on YouTube has been making some really complicated slime farms. They've been doing like a giant hole into the ground and do all of the crazy buildings. This is so simple. So maybe there's a reason why no one's using this design. I guess we'll find out at the end of the video. Imagine it just gives me like one slime mob per hour. That is efficiency. Anyways, now let's grab my quartz slabs and then fill up the entire ceiling now.
Need some silver.
Now for the iron column, your head's a little too big, so let's just put slabs above like that. There we go. Let's grab some light sources,
Perfect.
place them all
Where's the
around.
ground reef?
And I think the final thing I need to do is plant some brown mushrooms on the inside here. Why creepers out of every mod? There's so many mods in the game.
Face over here.
And I hope I can plant brown mushrooms on good blocks. Okay, let's fill up every single block with some brown mushrooms.
Brave in the frog wave flipping hard to navigate.
And I am done. That was a lot of mushrooms. And for some reason, the cat placed mushrooms in this very odd circle. What is going on, Minecraft? Is this like a UFO landing or something? Am I this dumb? Oh, okay. I can promise you guys I'm not that dumb. That was just a one-time thing. So it makes
New
it dark, I
blueprint
guess.
acquired.
Right here. Is it off? I guess it's now. There we go. Yes, I'm just testing you guys. I knew exactly what I was doing. Let's cover it up, and I think I'm done. I'm missing something. There's no way it was that easy. There's one more thing I could do, and this will increase my spawning rate. I can add some half slabs on this block of mushroom.
1100
Yes!
oxygen efficiency decreased.
One day I'll make it grab some brick slabs. How much money if I land this? How much money if I land this? So, now let's build a 3-block
Computer
all around this cute thingy, and this should increase the spawning rate, I guess. And the final thing I need to do is build an AFK platform all the way up there in the sky. Let's go over here, and where should I steal some dirt? Right here looks good. That should be enough. All the way up. Now let's build a simple glass platform up here where I can AFK and just do nothing and get free balls. This small business owner, you can't just sit back and wait for your audience to like you. You've got to get in front of them. That's why TikTok is about to be your new best friend. Refi Beauty knows exactly what we're talking about. Refi is I really ran out of glass. This is unreal. Let's take down this dirt pillar, and now we are done to the lever, so the minecart is running and the collection system is turned on. And if I can ever fly with my planet, there we go. Let's fly all the way gets to an hour and see how many slime balls we get. Drop some comments in the guesses. I mean, alright, it's been exactly 1 hour, and let's go see how many slime balls we have.
The
We have
reactor
like 5
will just
stacks.
a critical
Let's
state
see the
at
moment
14
through
minutes.
it.
10,
That's pretty good.
9,
That's about 16 stacks, I think. Way more than I need. Now let's start decorating this because my idea is to build a giant crater in the water and then a big slime is like crawling out of it. I know how to build this. So first let's start draining the ocean. And draining the ocean is probably one of my least favorite things to do. Where are my sponges? Never mind, I found them. Okay, now all that's left is to maybe I should have thought this through. Is that working as I planned? Let's quickly steal some dirt. Let's make a quick border around the slime farm so it'll be easier to drain. Now it should be a lot easier to drain this water, I believe, if I just spam this quickly. And yeah, it's working a little bit. Doing this reminds me of the pain I went through to get from the end. That was so painful.
And we need to. Yeah! We need to go around the water.
And we are done. Come on, there's one block there. Draining this area was a lot faster than an ocean, but it was still pretty painful, and somehow I already have slimes coming. Please blow up, thank you. Now let's start removing the area a little bit, clearing all this dirt away so I have some room to build. Okay, now that we have the area cleared out, let's start building the giant slime, and I'm gonna need a lot of greens. We got some lime concrete here, some green stains,
Yes!
green terracotta, and how do you make the green color red dot, yellow dot?
I'm going successful!
Do some
Yes,
lines
yeah!
here. I mean,
We have a habitat builder! Oh shoot, oh
it's
shoot.
like a perfectly aligned.
We are gonna
Like they're in
win!
sync. Reminds me
This
of the
game
characters.
is
Why do
so
I have a red
freaking
beacon there as
easy!
well? I swear I just got beacons all around the world that I don't even remember building. There we go. Okay, I have all the materials I need to build a big slime right here, and I already have a mob farm. And like, why Minecraft? Come on. Does this happen to anybody else? Just all creepers all the time. Let's grab this, and there we go. Maybe adding some torches would be kind of smart. Now let's start working on the giant slime. Unfortunately, I was too lazy to turn the concrete powder into concrete, and as you guys know, concrete powder falls. So I'm gonna have to get a little creative here and build something. Yep, just build something, I guess, that will hold the powder, maybe like this. I think that's maybe a little lower. Now let's go around this perimeter of the square. Now let's put in some concrete powder, and the concrete will be the inside of the slime, if that makes sense. You guys will see in a second. Okay, I finished one side of the slime, and that took over 12 stacks of concrete. That's a lot of stacks. And I got 3 more walls to build, and on the outside of this concrete, I need to put another layer of glass. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna run out of lime dye. So I have a pretty good idea to get unlimited green dye. Let's grab a bunch of cactuses again. Let's go grab some automatic slime farm over here on the sand and plant some cactuses. I'm so stupid, I don't need water or sand. I was building a sugarcane farm. Let's just plant all these cactuses so I actually have a farm for green dye, because I'm for sure gonna run out by building that thing. Honestly, I probably should have spaced it out a little more, because if this breaks my plant, yeah, well, too late for that. I'm too lazy to fix it. Well, let's wait for all of these to grow and continue working on that. Oh, damn. Yeah, it didn't grow that much. I got kind of lazy. I waited for 20 minutes, and only a few cactuses have grown, so I'm just gonna continue working with the concrete powder I have left. Let's make some more concrete powder, and let's hold right click for another 2 hours. Okay, well, I'm almost halfway done building just the inside. I still need to build an outer layer with some limestone glass. So these cactuses really need to start growing. Wait, it's me. Is that like, can I talk to them? Please grow. Can you grow, please? I'm not gonna either. Well, I'm pretty desperate, so let's try to harvest what I can. So far, that's 4, 5. Making some progress. And that's 15. So the best thing to do is probably just to replant them, honestly. And let's wait another 10 years. So I left my computer on all night, and I'm hoping cactuses grow. Yeah, we got a whole army of cactuses. Let's collect them now. Okay, well, in
This
turn,
is Ozzy
that
from the
got
cafeteria.
me
What the hell, guys?
29 green
They
dye.
didn't warn us this might happen.
Gravel.
Our pod was
Now I need
almost
some
crushed
sand.
by the
Finally,
sea moth
I can
bay on the
make
way down.
concrete.
Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull.
Finally finished all
Come get us already.
Now for the satisfying bit,
Signal
let's grab
location
a bucket
uploaded
of
to
water
PDA.
and just pour it down and watch everything turn into concrete. That's so cool. Alright, let's turn the entire wall into concrete now. Just need to fill in the top of this slime here. The only problem is the concrete follows gravity, so yeah, I'm just gonna place all of this into water and then mine it. It would be really nice to build a beacon here so we can mine this instantly. No, I'm not gonna build another beacon. That's way too much work and it's just unnecessary to do that. Build another beacon and let's put some haste too on that. I'm not lazy at all. Yeah. What? I thought it was instant. Oh my god, I really wasted my time. That's awkward. Finally, let's fill in the top of the slime. So since we have the green blocks of the slime frame thingy, let's grab some black concrete that I caught.
We can make it habitat
Pretty even, so let's go down 4 blocks from the corner and kind of make it like 5, 5, 5. I think would be a good size. Let's do it on this side, and I'm pretty sure that most of the slime is on like the middle line, but on the right, so let's
Tool
jump.
is designed to construct
Here and
habitats
make a square
capable of withstanding extreme environmental
how
conditions.
it looks. Hey yo, come on. Now that's a slime. That is a slime. We definitely need to fix that. And we
Did that?
definitely need more black concrete. Okay, what I built should be perfect. That looks pretty good. Not as good as my first one though. Nothing's gonna beat that one. Well, this doesn't look that bad, but it's not good enough to fit the cookie standard of building. So now let's grab my limestone glass and some green glass. My plan is to build 1 extra layer in front of the slime, so it kind of looks like it's a real slime, because you know how slimes are kind of translucent, you can see right through them. Right here, I think I need to change this little square into some green stained glass. That's just how a slime looks for some reason, so let's do that. And the middle part here should be just normal green. Looks like that. And let's continue this pattern. And a big reveal. Well, that's not bad. It doesn't look perfectly aligned for some reason. Why does it look more rectangular than square? Okay, whatever. It still looks like a slime. Well, that's the face done, and now we're just gonna do every single side and the seal. And that's gonna be a lot of green stain dye. Okay, let's head over to my cactus farm that hasn't grown a single inch since 3 days ago for some reason. Let's wait for this to grow because it really needs some stained glass. Okay, well, the cactus has grown again. This project is taking a lot longer than I expected. I didn't think it would be this hard to get green dye. Let's harvest all these up. I was not paying attention. Imagine if I died my cactuses and lost everything in my hardcore. My cactuses, that would have been so embarrassing. Top 3 moments
We got one
in the universe. Yeah, but I'm getting really sick of always having to harvest these cactuses. So what I'm gonna do is make a very quick cactus farm and automate this. You guys know me, I'm the laziest man alive. So let's turn this into an automatic. Okay, so this should be pretty easy. I think all I gotta do is kind of break the between all of these cactuses like in a big grid. Now I haven't built these in a while, but think I'm supposed to put water over here, and if I put a full row of water on this side, I'm hoping all the water will go between these edges and kind of. That's not good. A block goes right there.
Main pre-recorded distress call.
Okay, it's stuck. I'm supposed to put water. I really need to look about the tutorial on how to make a cactus water. I've been over 10 plus years and I can't even make a simple automatic cactus form. I know. So I was too lazy to search up how to make a cactus form, so I decided just to make my own way and mine out a big grid underneath it so water can just come. That makes any sense. And I just realized this might be a lot more work than I thought because I need to redo all of these cactuses and then put a sandstone and then sand so it could hover like this so water can go like that. So I'm struggling. All I had to do was type in how to make a cactus fort in Minecraft and I couldn't even do that. Now I must suffer through the pain.
We need
Now I just gotta remove
fragments.
this bottom layer underneath it. Now let's bring this layer one block down so the water can flow. Let's remove all of this. Hey, this is taking a while. What if I come over here because I built a beacon by
The biomass in this area is dominated by plant life, picking up faint or terror vehicle signatures.
Where
I
is
need to do it one more time. Okay, I got
the
these two again.
full fragments?
I need to mine the stone because the sandstone is already instant mine. Wake up, you stinky.
Wait.
And I think we're done.
Stretch
I'm
call.
so big brain. So now if I put water on this side only, it should work like that so it goes all underneath here. And when the cactuses break, it will just go into the water. I just need to get out of here. So fly, you fat fly. Big. I'm really having a rough day. And now let's get on top of here, and all I gotta do is place some fences between each of these cactuses so they break when they grow, and they'll fall down into the water and get picked up by those flippers.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Gold. Yes.
Jeez,
We also need a titanium.
peace, man.
Lithium.
Okay, we got another side complete. That just leaves us 2 more and the top. So let's make some more green stained glass
What is
and
it?
some lime stained glass. Well, time to go through
Cyclops.
even
Yes.
You guys guess what I'm gonna say? I ran out of glass. What a surprise. Let's go check how many cacti we got. We got 3 stacks of 22. That's not bad. We gotta go ahead and smell this now all the way back home. You know what? Why didn't I bring a furnace with me? That would have been so much easier. Okay, let's do that now. Let's live the normal Minecraft life. Let's mine for some cobblestone. Let's go back and grab his too. And mine for some coal. Here we go. Let's make some furnaces and let's start smelting all of my cactuses. Alright, let's get back to work. A lot of glass. Very cool. It'll be worth it though at the end of the video. This slime's gonna look insane.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And now finally, let's finish up the ceiling. We're getting very close. Alright, let's go. I ran out of limestone glass. Are you kidding me? And a glass, it will only have 4 pieces left. 2 stacks, okay. Well, let's finish it. And there we go. Now we just need the green. I don't have a lot of it, but I can easily make some more, and it will be done. So now my plan is to make it look like the slime is kind of emerging out of the water. So I want to make some waves kind of rippling up into the air and like dirt
Cyclops.
around kind of thing. So let's go.
Didn't plan to find Cyclops, but I know that Cyclops is around here.
Some light bulbs, some iron. We need some dirt.
I just
and
wanted like
nice. I'm obviously gonna get more. These are the basics
Like,
I
get
need.
the room
Let's try to
stuff.
line the border up with some water.
because I
like
think
this.
there's
There's a little bit of a
here.
weight. Yeah, it's very hard to notice the water coming up. So now let's try adding some stained glass so some more water can kind of be splashed around. Yeah, the same exact thing on my transformation of the end frame. You guys remember? I'll try that to see
The
how
wind pool is so
it's
good.
going to look really stupid and really
And
messy.
we
Now let's put some paint
are done with the Cyclops.
Cyan, trying to get some a little bit.
We got the Cyclops program.
New blueprint acquired.
My least
See, I
favorite
don't have a clue
program.
what I'm doing. This might turn out really bad.
Yes.
So just testing it here.
Bridge?
And I
The
like that
bridge
if I
one
had it
was
so
here.
far, it made it look like a little bigger and went all the way around.
Now we're gonna find bridge
Pretty sick.
fragments.
Okay,
We're
let's
gonna
do it
finish
all the
the
way
cycle
around and
before
see the
we
final product.
Hasta puedes escoger entre diferentes categorías. Además, cada dispositivo tiene más fácil
Wait, how does it do?
30 días para cambiar la opinión por signos para ti desde el no tienes que pagar más para conseguir una calidad óptima.
Why you wanna test your luck? Finally, the sun is rising.
Now that is nice. I really like how that looks. Okay, let's do the same thing all the way around the slime's perimeter except the front, I think. 'Cause I don't want to cover his face. Maybe it should. I don't know. We'll see. Let's just get building. And now let's do the front. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I surrounded the entire slime with a bunch of glass, so it looks like the slime kind of just jumped into the water and it made like a big splash. Now I gotta find out where I should put the entrance to the inside of him, maybe right where his mouth is. So let's just break. That's not where it goes. Try to break a couple pieces of glass here, like that, and make an entrance into his body. And I think we should try to hide it so you can't really see the whole way. You can barely notice there's a hole down there. Let's grab some more lime concrete and just make the tunnel a little bit longer here so it blends in even more. Now let's start breaking on the inside of this place.
Stop.
Really cool idea with some water streams and some falling blocks and stuff. That will look pretty awesome. Let's actually bring this down a little bit so it's a nice little
Why you
staircase.
wanna
Like
touch all
that.
of
And maybe make it a little bit fatter.
No,
Make
it
this a
ain't
little bit wider. And right here, I want to make a water stream. There's not going to be any ordinary water stream because I want
Hold on,
slime
wait.
to fall
Ah, this
through
is
here
your
and
jack
flow
off.
down this pathway. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that just yet.
Hey,
But
hey,
let's see if I can
hey,
figure it
hey,
out. So let's just this pathway. Okay, so let's put water here and here. Slimes will flow down this water stream until here. Then I want to make another water elevator so the slimes flow down, come up, and then into this chest. It sounds super complicated, but I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, so over here will be the water stream. So the item elevator will be right here in this corner, and the slime balls will kind of flow down and get picked up here, and they go over here this way. Let's cover this up with some glass like that, and we can see the slimes kind of going up it. I feel like it's gonna be kind of hard to, but if we use green stained glass, would that be easier to see the slime balls? Yeah, you say so. Okay, let's switch to green stained glass. Okay, I went over and grabbed up a bunch of stuff, so let's work on this item elevator. Let's put some signs here like that. So let's put some packed ice right here so the items can flow, and some soul sand down
Titanium.
here. Put back our water. And let's put some kelp so it's a water elevator.
Moon pool.
There we go. This is getting very complicated.
Finally.
And that looks pretty good.
Got
Let's
a lot
try to
of
hide this sign. This
Cyclops
sign, I feel like
bridge.
it'll be able to be able to see it
2
right
out
on
of
the edge
3.
here. So if I stand back, yeah, you can't even see it. It just cover up
Why do
some
you
water.
like
For a second.
Cyclops?
Kind of annoying. Let's now
Why
slap
do
down
you
some
like
chests and
Cyclops?
some hoppers like that. That should be enough for slime balls. Now let's cover this up and put a hopper right here. And I kind of want to have the slime balls fall yet again into this hopper, so you see the slime balls actually fall. I think that will look pretty pog champers. Can't believe I just said that, but it's probably the best word to describe it. And I know you can see slightly through hoppers, so let's cover these up too, so it's super clean. And yeah, this is gonna look pretty cool. Build this up and put some glass right here. You get over there. Okay, so this is the water thing. Let's connect it this way, this way. Let's make sure it doesn't flow off the edges like this. Now my, this is perfect. The water just stops right here. It doesn't even flow down. Wow. So if the item falls, I'm hoping it would come this way. No. It just gets stuck right there. That's not good. Maybe I do need to hide some signs here and cut it off like this. Okay, this should work. And once the slime balls come up the water elevator, they're just gonna fall down.
Where are the mantle
You
fragments?
just slime balls flying down here. Up the ceiling so you don't see that.
I look
Now let's move ahead
everywhere.
home to grab some more redstone. I'm gonna run a hard fix. We need dispensers, redstone dust, and a bunch of random stuff. I don't know. Let's just grab whatever. Alright, let's find these ones right here. This is where the items are gonna fall down. Yeah, haven't even checked how many slime balls we have ever since we started working on this giant slime ball. Let's see. We'll not even have a double chest, but it's close. A lot of slime balls, more than I will ever need. But now, I need to put these slime balls, put it over here, I guess. I have to transfer it over just to store them for now. And let's actually shut this off. I need to reface this hopper, so are you serious? That's annoying. I need the hopper to go this way to a dispenser like that. And whenever this dispenser gets a item inside like this, I need it to drop. Just do it like this. That works. Being stupid. Repeater. And I need a sticky piston. Okay, I got a few more things. And let's redesign this. Not really that good.
I finished the bridge and the whole fragment, and I still didn't even find just
Acquired.
Let's just make this simple.
2 beautiful fragments.
Power it on. There we go. Repeater there and a repeater there. There we go. Now just start spewing out items like that. And let's build a simple water stream. Let's put a water source right here. Well, this thing will water there. Let's put a ice block and a sign. Walls and another water. A sign and water going this way. The sign there, and the slime balls will fall right into this hole down below. Now I need to figure out how to get the slime balls over on this side. How would I go about splitting the slime balls? I think I got it. I think I'm literally just gonna do the same exact thing on this side. So let's put a hopper here, and let's just do that. Now the minecart drops some slime balls over there in this hopper and in this corner. Let's put another dispenser and the same redstone contraption. Let's give it a test. And there we go. Bring the walls out right over this. Perfect lining. Some water down. And oh, that is so perfect. That's so perfect. There we go. That should work. That should work. I know there's probably some way easier way to build this thing, but I'm not really that smart. So that's just gonna have to do. Let's get this minecart. Let's put this rail back with the minecart. Move it on. Let's load up these dispensers. Bam. And let's see if it works.
That clock is full.
Oh my god. Look how amazing this looks. Let me sum it up. Some slime balls fall down here into these corners, down this water stream. You can pick them by this water elevator, and then it gets shot out right there in the middle into these chests, and it goes all the way up. This might be the most beautiful thing I've ever built in my life. It's causing a lot of lag, but I mean, it's so worth it. It's so worth it. This is amazing. Now let's make some slime blocks. Oh, finally, so easy to make slime blocks. Let's just cover this up with some slime blocks like this. Maybe a little bit over here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and there we go. I think that's perfect. And finally, my automatic slime farm is complete. I think it looks really awesome. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.
Oh.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh. And we also found the modification. Oh, also found a modification for just give me the freaking moon pool. It's not that hard. I'm searching up a map on how many moon pool fragments does every biome have.
Because in the input world, it kind of comes up not the same shape as the point you're next to this arch is gonna. So what you're gonna want to do is scan the ground for the moon pool fragment. You can actually see here. Now you can find all three. Beyond this, and all you do is just skim along the bottom.
Yeah, but I've been doing that for 1 hour and it's not here.
Take your time. As you can see, my depth module is only 200 meters, and I am having no issues whatsoever. A lot of times along this ridge here against this wall, I will find a fragment or two. It's worth checking out. It's not here every single time I play,
Finally.
but it's there often.
New blueprint acquired.
Finally.
Cool fragment right there. That's a weird looking fragment though. But yeah, there you go. There's a second one. A lot of good farming
Never
materials
cut
here.
inlet. Never cut inlet. So I think we just
Now,
have to
if we go
run into
this
a
way,
force while we go to the floating
and
island.
directly up there, the Reaper is in that vicinity over there. You can actually hear him in the distance. A lot of farmable lithium here. Another modification station.
Oh. There was also quite a bit.
That's it. That's all you do, guys. Just kind of go along the bottom. There's your third moon pool fragment right there. Okay, guys. If you found the guide useful, or
This guy found 3 in 6 minutes. I found 2 in 30 minutes. Okay, guys. Spam in the chat. It's not that easy to find moon pool fragments. Okay?
helpful anyway, please consider hitting that thumbs up. Also, if this is your first time on the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe.
is Austria-Hungary talking to Serbia. Meanwhile, Russia in the background. Who's reading that now? Russia's role in World War I versus Russia's role in World War II. How is that? Wait, says Germany. That's the Imperial. That's the rectangle. Tory little German said. Oh, they just start bleeding to the Soviet Union. It's working! It's working! It's working! It was it won't work every time, says the Soviet. Did you say something? Huh? Oh, this is Russia's role in World War II. This is so interesting. So the video is comparing, obviously, how different countries reacted in World War I versus World War II. Russia had somewhat, well, yeah, Russia's performance in World War I was actually kind of embarrassing. Okay, we're going to have to back that up. So that's Russia. 1914, Norway, Sweden, Denmark. 1940. Okay, so basically the music was all happy at the very beginning. The Scandinavian countries didn't do really anything during World War I. But in World War II, they were kind of forced into the conflict. Not Sweden, but Denmark and Norway definitely was. The one in World War I, they were literally a ghost. This is them as the winged hussars. They're just like looking around. They're literally a ghost. Spain in World War I, just sending out bacteria to the U.S. because of the Spanish flu, basically. Meanwhile, Spain in World War II being fascist, and they were trying to fight the communists or the Republican Spanish, basically like that. Austria-Hungary-Serbia conflict. Wait, what was going on with Spain? What happened to France there? Something the same for Austria-Hungary conflict. Oh, this is Russia saying they have a solution, and it's just to disappear France. Yes. My solution for the German-Polish dispute, the Polish corridor, is to also destroy France. Is that true? I don't even really remember that the French and the Soviets the French and the Russians in World War I liked each other, somewhat at least. Italy and Greece in World War I. Pretty chill. Italy didn't enter the war until much later. Oh, this is funny. So they were chill in World War I. Versus World War II, the Italians invaded Greece. What the heck happened in the background there? With Spain. Oh, so they just died, I guess? What the heck is that corner? Is that, who the hell is that? Is that the Austrian painter in the corner? Okay, so how World War I started. What did I miss here? So in World War I will say, I will join with you in the Great War. This is an old China. This is China during World War I. I think I will join the Entente. Oh, that's so funny. So yeah, in East Asia World War I, everything was chill. Nothing was really happening in East Asia. China and Japan were, I mean, I wouldn't say working, I mean, they kind of were working together. They're both on the same team. How World War I started. So there was an explosion, first of all, in Sarajevo. Take us to safety, quickly. It's my first time in Sarajevo. I don't even know how you're supposed to pronounce that too. Let's just chill right here. Why did you stop? Took a wrong turn, Kaiser. Let me reverse. Bruh. And there's the guy. Do it faster. And that was not gonna work. This guy thought he wasn't successful. Literally, if any bullet was gonna change more I don't think there is a single bullet that will change more in history. Everything, the reason why you are watching this right now, whether that be on your phone or your TV, your console, or your PC, it is all because of this bullet, for better or for worse. Like the events of your life and your parents and your grandparents were completely changed with this bullet. It's hard to say what would have happened if this bullet was not fired. Oh. Because in his head, this guy was just trying to destroy the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. But what was actually going to happen, he was going to destroy the entire world. So he shoots for Serbian freedom, and that obviously leads to the interwar period, to World War II, to the Cold War, to the collapse of the Soviet Union, to everything since then, now the new World War 2.0 between the USA and China. How World War II started? Where the hell is my name? We should check from the bottom, I think. Oh, is this him? Rejected. Isn't it weird? That's literally how it was. You have a Serbian nationalist shooting an Archduke Okay, that makes sense that the world's gonna literally collapse into a world war. Meanwhile, World War II, some dude can't get into art school. That doesn't make any sense. Russian and Chinese generals after losing 100k men for an irrelevant village. Hell yeah, totally worth it.
What's that thing?
What up, Beijing? To be fair, you know how many men they have? They have like a million times more than that. So who cares if you lose 100k? I'm just saying that's kind of the logic. If I'm China and I have a billion people, 100k? That's nothing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. French and British generals after losing 100k men for a few meters of land, they were going to be down to do that. Now the thing is, France and the British did not have a billion men or 500 million men. Maybe their empires did across the seas, but not back at home in Europe. Not 500 million at least. That's the German Empire with his little Persian hat. Japan in World War I taking a random German island. Yes, immediate. Meanwhile, Japan in World War II. So cute! Can we be twins, please? Okay. Very furry of it. Tanks in World War I, horses, and giant toasters. Really toasties. There's the toaster right there. It made no sense. World War I was a freakish war. Wait, what the heck was that? Tanks in World War II? Oh. Alright. Time to blow that up. Naval battles are really good. Just like battleships. And then it's gonna be aircraft carriers. You can pass it here. Throw the candy corns in. Nice. Is that gonna be a bomb? Thank you. What was it? The Titanic? Wait, what was that? Oh, the RMS, that's, it's collapsing. You know all the battles in World War II? Who needs the bomb? That's the aircraft carrier. These aircraft carriers became away from World War II. It's still the most important thing. The air battles in World War II.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
You're basically in a piece of trying your best. It was early. One was a previous so fast. We didn't know what the hell we were doing. Weird technologies, random zeppelins flying in the sky. We still heavily relied on cavalry, things like that. So giant toasters, gas warfare, just freakish. We didn't know what the hell we were certified hood class.
Picking up multiple energy signatures on the island's surface.
Foods on the unexplained. This is me. This being said, just like draw straight lines. Taxes in Europe. Oh, this. Bills. Food, tip, alcohols. Thank you. Yeah, oh, you live in Europe? Okay, give me your 65% taxes right now. This is how much you made? Bro, I'm not paying this much in tip. That is the interesting, that isn't,
Wait.
I don't know if that's what you're trying to say here, but it is rather...
Save game, and I want to make an experiment.
Well, I never thought about it like that. At least you do have a choice. Like, if you're off to get bad service, it don't matter. You still pay it. It's not really right. And this is coming from
The fabricator draws from available data to provide environment-appropriate equipment using locally available skills. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden. The sleep light will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat. The building, too, is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions. Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception.
just copied your names. They copied,
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected. Motivational note. Craig McGill crash-landed in the acid swamps of Boreal 9, fought off the renegade kidney poachers, and hijacked detained Star Wars. If you can do all that, you can survive one renegade. The sea-loft is a fast, safe mode of transport, but remember that swimming is good for your glutes and endorphin levels.
Inside is too. Yeah, that's accurate. It's gotta be true. Let's go on a trip. Americans, when they travel to Europe, that's crazy. That's exactly what I did. That's it. Now it's the US version. I'm excited for the Europeans to go to the US. Well, that was really quick and easy. Europeans, when they travel, okay. I actually have a new, okay, so we do have, and this is actually not even France. Oh, it is. Okay, I'm so sorry. When France is blocking it, I thought that was Massachusetts. Like, they are different than Massachusetts. That is New York. That's Florida. That's Texas. I have no idea. Maybe they do something. Sorry, I feel like a lot of people
Picking up multiple energy signatures on the island's surface.
I barely run into European travelers. They mostly stay in the furthest though goes to Texas. It's warm. Another 5.5 hour flight to get to Los Angeles. See the sun for the first time? Yeah. They don't see the sun much in our UK Scotland. See the sun for the first time? Yeah. It's also the Nordic countries. Oh, it's and the northern Canada, Greenland. They never see the sun. Sun! This is Central America. While I feel like USA. Oh, speed limits. Norway.
It may be prudent to separate work and leisure spaces to maximize productivity. Treat this space as your home, but never forget that it is not.
It's really it makes me despise life. Because what do I come out here talking about if we're still making this mistake? Don't even forget. The Americans that misuse the Greek flag, they misidentify the Greek flag as the Israeli flag. I'm sorry. It's so I'm not even, it's not even funny. It actually pisses me off. Oh! Bro, I went to, the Americans did it, and if you don't know the flag, just stop. Americans, please. If you don't know the flag, shut the hell up. Just, please, you're embarrassing the hell out of me. The amount of viral videos because Americans misidentify flags, like, killing. Did you know it takes 9 hours to travel from London to London? What? Did you know know it takes 9 hours to travel to Paris to Paris, Rome to Rome, Dublin to Dublin? Is this because of traffic? Mexico City to Mexico City? Is the joke here that we have traffic? Oh, okay, I don't really know. North American passenger trains. The worst freaking thing you've ever seen in your life. And it's slow. European passenger trains. Hell yeah. I love trains in Europe. It changed my view of trains. North America. That's true though. That is true. The one train. I want to get to 10% like great trains. It's just passenger trains inside. Hell yeah. All across too. Mexico as well. A European freight, yeah. I actually don't know if European freight's that bad, but you know, American freight trains and our rail line is expensive. We have so much. We still have rail. We just have passenger. It's a lot easier to make a freight train. You don't make it. It's no, you don't even make it. American will just be like, oh, listen, help me. Protection at all costs. Central American politics be like, what does this say? We need to save at all costs. Canadian politics be like, oh no, we need to defend this place at all costs. So there's North American by 2070. What's that? You know, it's, I was going to say this is only Canada. This is that used to be what Canada was like. Not anymore in the year 2070. Meanwhile, USA, negative 100,000 social credit. Yes, they think we're going to get bought by China. The US is going to be all of our real estate is going to be Chinese millionaires. That's going to be great. I'm so excited for that. Eastern Europe in the year 2100, they're going to be having flying cars. Countries, India, they're going to still use horses for countries, but Western Europe, I don't even want to know what it's like to be 50. Yeah, that's right. France, yeah. So there's different directions. Hell yeah, the Turkish ice cream guys. Western Europe in 2015. Oh, this is the last one. I'm down for Turkish ice cream guys. They're going to be amazing. I love those guys. The Bahamas. Italy? No. What? You say no to? No money? Paris, no. Baguettes? It's looking really dingy. It's looking depressing. I am lost. I hear some bass. I get some bass. Opa, Chicago! Hell yeah, Opa! Let's go! Love me some Opa. Actually, I've been a it's the most expensive bed in Europe. It's literally just the average Swiss French bed. Oh, that piece looks great. Oh, is he gonna get stabbed? Looks like he is. That, yeah. And guess what? That's gonna cost my That's easily a $200,000 bet right here. I know it doesn't look like much, but yeah, that's gonna be $200,000. Hey, you better hope that you guys run it there. Because if you took an ambulance into that bed, 20 by 10. You're on 6.9 1 hour. Is that the minimum wage in America? $6.9 an hour. Please start first in Serbia. Please start first in Texas. You know, you live up with everyone. Yes, that's how they in Canada, it's Alaska, and that's Canada. In Denmark, it's just nice water with a little bit more. I added more salt. It's tasty.
After weeks without human contact, it is normal to experience psychological discomfort. Research indicates symptoms may be alleviated by adopting a pet or anthropomorphizing an inanimate
A lot of
object.
interesting things, a lot of interesting comments made. Like, how about this one?
We're making our base.
It's a very similar region if you really think about it. Focus in part of Europe, obviously the Middle East being part of a lot of different continents. I guess you think about it, two big ones. But anyways, let's look at the similarities. We have Turkey, was kind of a part of both Middle Eastern, European. Yeah, Turkey's right there, smack down in the middle. I've decided that I'm European.
Okay, so guys, hopefully you enjoyed part
Well, that's
1.
funny. Iran is telling Turkey
So,
it's not European. Well, also the
in
Europeans
part
are telling
1,
Turkey, no, bro, we're not.
we made a Seamoth
This is Iraq.
and the base.
And Syria next to them.
That's pretty good. In our
No
deepest
UFOs,
dive,
Arabs. Oh, that's how you
probably
used to have
200
100
meters.
at the same time.
See ya.